Hello, hello. Welcome to a Zelda free stream. No Zelda here. I think I've played one Zelda game in my life. I mean, I like it watching people like Limo stream it because... Oh, thank you for subscribing, Captain Dragon. Happy 4 months. No Link or Zelda. I don't mind watching people like Limo stream it because they're hyped about it, so I'm secondhand hyped. But it's not my kind of game. It's nice, but everyone is streaming it. Yes, that's true. Everyone is streaming it. Well, it's not gonna happen here. We're gonna play a coffee talk. Maybe finishing it. RE4, exactly. Yeah, people are still playing RE4 with the mods, of course, which is cool, you know. Also, you should see new submit badges. I've uploaded some. And in case we finish this, I bought some other games for next week. They're more on the mysterious detective side. I bought Steins Gate and another one, Paranormal Site. They both look very cool, and I got some nice recommendations for them. Oh! And also I was watching some Coffee Talk VODs from the first game. The mic quality was awful. I sound like I'm streaming from the bottom of a barrel. I was way too quiet, and the mic quality... I didn't have a mic, I was streaming with a headset. And yeah, you could hear that. It was fun. Let's get started. Continue. First Alcoholics Treatment Center to open in 2024. No phone, no laptop, just rest. That sounds boring. Xbox mic stream. Is it that bad? I wouldn't know. I never owned an Xbox. Beachgoers report. Silver algae blooming in Alki Beach. Curbing recent security breaches. Government to block data leakers' websites. Citizen data. Whee! Lol, easy. Stop. Start the day. Something's missing from the drawer. Oh yeah, the fidget spinner. Did we already do this day? Let's check social media. Supermodel. Amanda. Still nothing? And Silver. Also nothing. They deleted their data? Are they going dark or something? Today's delivery cutoff time of 15 o'clock. No, not night's shift. It's coming together. I can't believe it. It's gonna be so good. She's writing a song. Busy all day today. Don't forget to drink water. Still on hiatus though. Being an ocean fish as a pet is so hard, especially living in a city such as Seattle. But it feels nice to have someone depends on you, you know? You are an ocean fish. Do I think VR would really take off in the future? I personally can't use it for very long, but maybe it's just me. Fish! Yes, she's a fish. You're having a photo of yourself with VR glasses. Also, I'm pretty sure you're not allowed to upload your work screen on social media. So, Myrtle, what are you up to? So, wait. Is he replying to Lua? She's a 10, but about to marry a freelancing elf. She's talking about herself. So she's 100. Okay then. Did I misplace it? Somehow I feel like it's going to be a long, long night. Or not. Hi Gala! Good evening. Hey Elf Barista, how are you? Not too shabby, I hope? A little check on his favorite drink. Tea milk ginger, tea milk ginger, don't forget it. Just in case. You're sure? Positive. How about you, sir? How's work? My shift is over, so I'm free now. Nice. That reminds me, Mr. Hyde was here just the other day. Ah, that's right. Did he tell you the reason for his visit? Yeah, he's moving back here, right? Or at least that's a plan. Yes, what a nice surprise. He told me he's got a few things to discuss on that. Well, it's part of why I'm here tonight. Aside from getting myself a hot drink, that is. On that note, I'm so ready to take your order. Much obliged. So Henry told me about this Indonesian ginger drink. It has milk, honey, and a couple of other stuff in it. I think it's called STMJ. I'll have a cup of that. Oh no, I don't remember that. Milk? Honey? And there was an egg in it. I remember that, but I don't know what else. Couple of other things. Cinnamon. Honey ginger. Nope. Oh, Gala. Don't you want to get ahead? Oh! There we go. Up. I'm a genius. Give item. Give item. Ah, yeah. Give item. Proceed. The perfect order. First try. Oh! I see. I dropped my key card here, huh? Thank you, Elf Barista. Now, I have a spare. Because I already made a new one. It's always good to have an extra one at hand. You can give it to Gala, to Hyde. Just suggesting. The only downside is that this cost me 100 bucks. Now I'm wondering where I should keep this one. Maybe in my locker at work? I'd hate to lose it there. Yeah, let's hope it never comes to that. One nutritious drink from the archipelago coming up. Thanks a lot. So what's in it again? Egg. It's a hot blend of egg, milk, ginger, and honey. The drink's name itself is the ingredients. Susu, telu, madu, jahe, milk, egg, honey, and ginger. No wonder it somewhat reminds me of eggnog. Albeit spicier and not as rich. But I can see why Henry likes it. It's a great stamina drink. He probably needs it to keep up with Rachel's work. You're probably right, as long as he remembers to take breaks. Maybe I should invite him for a drink here sometime. What do you think? That would be lovely. Then consider it done. You know what? I don't think Hyde will show up tonight. Oh, why is that? When I called him earlier to confirm, he sounded a little annoyed. And it's not exactly great outside either. I thought he liked this kind of weather. Him, yes. His car, not so much. I think wouldn't survive this kind of storm. Now that you mention it, you may be right. I used to drive him in that car back in the day. I thought he would drive you, because you had a better car. And he bought that one just for shady reasons. Did he ever tell you how old it is? Yep, gave me the whole backstory of it. Oh, guess I'm just surprised he still uses it at all. The car clearly holds a special meaning to him. He was also quite sentimental about it, which makes me wonder if it has anything to do with him moving back here. What do you mean? He lived here before, right? Yeah. And he kept bringing up the past, too. Are you saying his move is motivated by nostalgia? I was going to say homesickness, but I realized it makes no sense. I get what you're trying to say, though. It's a strange longing for times gone by, considering how fast things are changing these days. Maybe even too fast, which is ironic, really. What is? Live long enough, you'll realize the only constant in life is change itself. Things like shifting necessities, curveballs the world throws at you, decay, just stuff we have to deal with indefinitely. Considering our lifespans, you'd think we'd get used to it at some point. But we never do. Never completely, anyway. I suppose the idea of getting used to change is a paradox in and of itself. That sounds about right. Perhaps nostalgia is like an anchor for dinosaurs like us. Keeps us from losing ourselves to the world's relentless speed. You get used to these after a while, huh? Pretty much. Hey! Oh, hey there! We meet again. Hello, Lester. Will you be the Maya to my coffee, senpai? Uwu? I don't know. I don't even know what that means. Will you be the beef to my broccoli? Oh, I was watching Limo's VOD. That was like, I wrote that? What? How? I don't even remember the context. Just Chet was writing stuff and I got carried away. But I needed help figuring out meaning. So I suppose every combo goes. Usual chatter trends, absolutely. The things I wrote in Limus chat. Yes, hello. Oh, is it Hyde? Excuse me for a moment. Got it. I thought of milk or sugar, but it had potential meaning. It sounds good. Mayo to my coffee. If this recipe shows up here now, that would be very spooky. Welcome, Miss Riona. Good evening. I'm meeting up with someone. Ooh, is it Lucas? Are you meeting with Lucas? Oh, okay then. How's your car, by the way? I mean, I know people who've done it before. Definitely. Like, I don't have cream today, but Mayo should do, right? I mean, one of the drinks I posted in Discord, the matcha with cream, like not just normal coffee cream, but it's like cream cheese, not really cheese, but a bit thicker than cream. And there's some salt goes on top too. It tastes absolutely delicious. So someone has done that with mayo, I'm sure. My car? Oh, you mean the tire? There's really no need for concern, as it was an easy fix. I can see that being good like whipped cream. Yeah, exactly. But it's much more thicker than whipped cream. The issue with mayo is more with the fat in it. And also there is egg in it, so it has a distinct taste. Mayo is not just fat, there's also egg. And it usually goes with savory stuff. You wouldn't drink coffee as something savory. But thank you for asking. My pleasure. May I order a cup of Russian tea? I don't remember that either. Rupad tea. Cinnamon and honey. Tea. Or was it milk and probably involves vodka. We don't have that here. Yeah, no. Time to get brewing. Exactly. More like trying stuff around. Tea milk cinnamon, no, that's a Shai Adeni. Tea milk ginger, it's not it. Tea milk honey. Tea. Ethanol's a better solvent than water after all. Just use alcohol instead of water. 2 more tries. Help. I mean, it looks good. When you think about it, that's how you make Genepi. I don't know how to pronounce that. Isn't Russian tea sour with a bit of spice? I don't remember the recipe at all. Hello, Daisy! Welcome! How are you doing? So tea, lemon and ginger or cinnamon? Oh my god. Thank you very much for the help. No, we only have Georgie's lighter, so we have nothing for you, miss. Except this Russian tea. You can say thank you to Capion Dragon. No help. Exactly. Russian tea for the lady rushing to deliver. Ah, elf barista, why? That's a good one. She's lying through her teeth. This is perfect, by the way. Thank you. You're welcome. So, who are you meeting with, if I may ask? Should know, shouldn't you? You gave me his card. After all, you were tasked to give me his contact info. Oh. Ah, that's right. So you two did end up connecting after all. Winku. We did, yes. But truth be told, I really wasn't sure about contacting him at all. Why is that? Because as far as I'm concerned, there was no real reason for me to do so. Nevertheless, I sent him an email the following night, right after the completion of my final delivery at 3 AM. That's pretty late. A little, but surely no worse than forgetting it altogether. But he replied straight away, to my surprise. Had no idea he was such a night owl. He's a streamer! How is he not a night owl? Too eager. Do you mean her or him? Miss Riona, finally! I've been waiting for 10 hours! Or perhaps just an extremely early bird. Right? I wonder if he ever sleeps. Probably not. Her replying at 3 AM the very next day. I mean, it was after she did her job, after she finished her shift. So it was convenient for her, I guess. Yeah, both, I guess. Both are too eager. That should be a question for you too, miss. Oops. Anyhow, he answered me with an apology. He regretted his rudeness from when we first met, which was another surprise, since I didn't think it was such a matter of concern. Well, he did return here the next evening looking for you, and then another day after that. Did he? Yes, he said so himself. I see. How peculiar. In any case, we exchanged phone numbers and have been texting ever since. Yay! Then he said he wants to meet up and speak in person. Which is why I'm here now. But I'm still not quite sure it's necessary. I mean, maybe he just wants to chat and hang out. Perhaps. I suppose we'll see. Is that him? No. Sure. He probably has another idea that he wants to share with her. Yeah, so Hyde's not coming tonight. Probably for the best, given the circumstances. Is he okay? Yeah, he just wants to take it easy tonight. Understandable. My apologies for these surges. I was hoping it would become more stable as the days go by, but no need to apologize for something out of your control. That's right, you tried everything you could. I know. Thank you for your understanding. How are you doing, miss? Hey there. Did you manage to resolve your issues with children? They're probably still scared. Sorry? Oh, I mean the hospital admission problem from the other day. Oh, that. For a minute there, I thought I had a beef with kids I wasn't aware of. We will find you, Gala. We will crush you. Sorry for the misunderstanding. No worries, that was funny. It's only been a few days, so not much has changed. I'm still huge. Children are still small. They're still scared of me. How about you? Feeling better? Oh yes, well, I apologize for the way I acted a few days ago. He wasn't here to see it. We all have our bad days, so don't worry about it. Thank you. While we're on the topic, I told Officer Georgie what happened to your car. Would you mind pointing out where you believe the incident took place? Sure, it was quite near the police station, actually. At a metered spot, just outside the now defunct library. Oh, the vacant building at the Bourne intersection? Yes, that's correct. I see. So it was originally a library. You know the area? I know of the property, yeah. It's been abandoned for a long time now. But it's a heritage building, so I often wonder why nothing's been being done with it. Since it's located in a very populated, culture-centric neighborhood. That's true. There's even an art college nearby. Right? Then again, I've always found the street a bit odd. Odd how? It's just barren. Especially if you consider the area. And the weird thing is, I feel like it wasn't always that way. Feel? Don't you mean remember? Nope, exactly what I said. It's a feeling, not a clear memory. Strange, isn't it? That is odd. Well, there used to be a flea market there a long time ago. Perhaps that is what you were recalling? A flea market, huh? Last time I drove there, I remember seeing nothing but concrete. Oh wait, there was a single dead tree surrounded by strange trinkets. A dead tree, huh? No idea why I almost forgot about it. It stuck out like a sore thumb. About 8 feet tall, no leaves. It's been there forever too, as far as I know. That hawthorn tree was something of a landmark for us drivers. And the trinkets you spoke of were actually remembrances of sorts. Remembrances? Hold on, I'm just going to recap a bit here, okay? Sure. Your car was vandalized near a metered parking spot in front of an abandoned library. On a seemingly deserted street within a busy area. That has a large dead tree surrounded by remembrances for some reason. Owns hung branches. Sounds about right. Except the tree is no longer there. Oh!
Are you serious, Pops?
Why wouldn't I be?
That is crazy!
I want to hear more about the tree. But why are you butting him in? Classic Lucas. Good evening, gentlemen.
Hiya, everyone! Oh boy! I thought I'd be early, but you're already here, lady.
You've texted together. You still call her lady? Hello. As a setter is part ram, he has to headbutt in. It's in his genes. Photo potion. Detours. Elf barista, for the love of all things holy. Tell me my lighter is here. Dude, I give you back your lighter. I forgot it again. Crap, I forgot to put the oven on. Ooh, what are you making? Well, you're in luck, because it is. Hot damn, thank goodness. Would you like me to get it now for you? No, it's fine. I'm just glad to know it's here. Just bring it with my drink later. Sure, let me know when you're ready to order. Camembert for tea and salad. Wow, it sounds delicious. I know camembert, but I don't know that type of preparation. So, definitely post a photo on Discord. Cheers! Well, what's up, y'all? What's new? Evening, officer. We were just talking about the spot where Miss Riona's car may have been vandalized. Enjoy your food when it's done. Exactly. Don't forget it in the oven. Oh!
They got your car too, lady.
Yes, but it's not a big issue. I was just so tired. Still, sorry you had to experience that. Where did you park your car, miss? I can send you the coordinates if you'd like. That'd be real swell. It's okay, the oven has a timer. That's convenient. Got it. Okay. Oh. Is it within the area you expected, or...? Pretty much. Same location where I parked mine a week ago. I see. You can rest assured we already increased patrols in that area. That's great. But I am the only one doing it at the moment. That sucks. What's that? Am I hearing you, out of all people, doubting my skill, elf barista? I have a dish that has to cook for 7 hours. It's difficult to make. That's like an entire workday. Does it cook in the oven or on the stove? And is it like a curry? Something? Yeah, in the oven. My god. I've never had the oven on for 7 hours. I mostly use the air fryer. It cooks for 20 minutes and then it goes off by itself, which is extremely convenient. No, of course not. I just thought it means an unfortunate increase to your workload. Oh well, them's the breaks, I suppose. Anyway, give me your strongest espresso, elf barista. And don't forget my lighter. I wonder if Freya's gonna show up. Give item. Proceed. Coffee with the Red Bull base. It's, am I able to post a link? Probably not, but just do it on Discord, I guess. Oh, there it is. Thanks, Elf Barista. You probably think I'm being silly. A bit. But what can I say? It's my lucky charm. And don't forget it. You forgot it twice here. Yeah. It's borderline superstitious, I know. Don't you have anything of the sort? Well, I have good reason to be superstitious. Whenever I don't have this with me, things happen. On Discord, here you will get auto-modded. Yeah, I don't know how to turn that off, that you can post links. I put it in Discord. Yay, thank you. I will look at it during the break. I misplaced a dot last time and had something like that looked in URL and got auto-modded to. Yeah, I remember. It's a good protection. Parameter in the general thing is there's always the permit commands. Yeah, I will have to look into that. Right. Alright, here comes the strongest espresso in the house. Cheers! Ah, perfect, as always. Are you ready to order?
Might as well. I'd like something desserty.
Desserty, something sweet. Because it's my cheat day. Sure thing. Any specifics in mind?
Well, I saw this video of a Spanish hot cocoa drink yesterday. It was so thick, I thought it was chocolate sauce.
Yeah, we made that before. Spanish Sahara or something. What for permit you have to have the bot enforce it. Oh god. That sounds complicated. On who is he cheating? On his diet, I guess.
The name also reminded me of a song, but for some reason I can't remember the title right now.
You know, that sounds oddly familiar.
For real? And I'll have that thick cocoa. It's got milk and a little hot, spicy kick to it.
Chalky, milk, cinnamon. Spiced lady. It's not Spanish Sahara. No, I don't. It's not Spanish because that's the UK flag. So we trash it and try again. Spiced lady is a very specific cake. I mean, this looks good enough. Pizza potion. Draw a Spanish flag on there, yes. Chocolate, milk, and hot spicy. Then it's ginger. I mean, it can be only cinnamon or ginger. Pineapple, nope. Hot spicy cake. It's gotta be ginger. Please tell me. Yes, there it is. 0 tries. Serve it. And it's got a jaws in it. Here comes a cup of Spanish Sahara for you.
Oh, so that's what it's called.
Snap, 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 snap. That's what we call it here, at least.
Very cool. Then bon appetit.
That's not Spanish. Lucas, please. I know you're not dumb. You have proven to be very smart. What is up with your act?
I think this is it. Very tasty. Thanks, El Barista.
You're so welcome. Bon appetit. Really.
So, Pops, just earlier you were telling me about your creepy patrolling experience, right? Was it in the same location where the lady's car was?
Creepy patrolling experience. Well, I don't know if I should even talk about it. Because maybe it's just a tad too spooky. Bon appetit. Even for me. What happened?
Tell him, Pops.
It's not that big a deal, honestly. It's okay, we have a banshee in the bar. Yes.
Then all the more reason to talk about it, right? Maybe someone here will know something.
You've got a point there. I mean, it is convenient that Hyde is not coming today because we have like a full house. Do we have even more seats than 4? Y'all were talking about the area anyway, right? Yep. Well, I've been patrolling there the past few nights. The street itself is fairly straightforward. It's about half a mile round trip from the intersection and back. There's nothing much there either. A concrete sidewalk with metered parking spots, a fence here and there, and an unfinished construction site with a couple of CCTVs dotted about. No tree? What tree? Oh my god, is it like a spooky tree? Maybe he can't see it. because he's the only human here. There used to be a dead tree in front of the old library. Ah! Oh, that old dead tree. Okay, you can see it. It was uprooted by the city back in January. Ah. The commercial community decided it wasn't really a good look. The hiding spot behind the bar is still empty. That's only for aliens. So when the city started a massive cleanup project last year, well, they simply voted to get rid of it. I see. Why? What's up? We were all actually talking about it earlier, and being a decades-old landmark aside, would there be something more to the tree than just, well, being old? You think so? That's what I think after listening to Miss Riona. Are you expecting something from me, Elf Barrister?
Huh?
Oh, no. I'm sorry if I crossed the line. You just seem to know a lot about it, and I don't want to mix up the facts. I understand, but I would like to hear the officer's spooky tale first, if you don't mind. Gladly, miss. Almost forgot about me there, huh? So, anyway, patrolling on that street is an easy task. Only 4 or 5 cars would park there overnight at most, which makes keeping track a breeze. Sounds ideal enough. As expected, though, nothing happened the first 2 nights. But on the 3rd night, yesterday, was a different story. The lights went down. Hold on. I'm not scared. What a stage setup, eh? Dot. Oh, Hugh. There you go.
Thank goodness.
Sorry about that. Please continue. Alrighty. Not again. Well, it was nearing the end of my shift and I found nothing was amiss. There were only 4 cars parked that night. 2 spaced across the street and 2 at the opposite corner, side by side. My plan was to leave after I walk one last round to make sure everything was okay. And a reminder, you can cover the whole place in only 8 minutes. Okay. Then, at the end of my walk, I took a drag on my cigarette. Smug as I was about to clock out, thinking 'twas another night job well done. Right? Wrong, as I was immediately faced with the impossible. 3 cars, 2 side by side, 1 across the street. All tires flattened. Dum dum dum. That is 12 vandalized tires for you, in a span of less than 10 minutes. That is so strange. It would take several minutes to flatten just 1 tire. And that's if you're using the right tools. Right? That wasn't all. Oh no, it wasn't. Because that was the moment when the street lights went out, suddenly and all at once.
What?
Right after that, I heard flurries of footsteps and laughter. She surely knows a lot about flattening tires. Yeah, that's true. Riona? Do you have your own story to tell? They were going farther and farther away. Oh my god, look at his face.
farther away from the scene, and yet I saw nothing at all. Oh! Are you sure? Did the CCTV catch anything? The infrareds actually managed to catch something. The videos weren't clear at all, so I'm still investigating it. Jeez Louise, Pops! That is way spookier than what you told me in the car. But it's cool though. It's content. I may be laughing now, but I almost pissed my pants there, you see? Well, whoever they were, they sure worked fast. Was it like gnomes or something? You couldn't see them? Or just ghosts? Anyway, Elf Barista, I think I want another drink. Really? You're gonna order 2? Oh my god. All that talking is making my throat dry, and coffee just ain't cutting it. Roger that. What would you like? What do you suggest? How about some tea with ginger and honey? Sounds good. Can you use the red flower stuff you have as a base? You mean hibiscus? Definitely. Okay, then I'd like red flower tea with ginger and a touch of honey. Ginger and honey. Makeup potion. That's what George's daughter drinks. He's a makeup artist. Hibiscus, ginger and honey. Sounds so delicious. Oh my god, I want that. I may still have hibiscus at home. I'm gonna make that. 1 piping hot TJ Rosella for you. Oh, what does it mean? J means ginger, T means tea, and Rosella is Roselle, another name for hibiscus. I see, a legit herbal drink. Spicy, but perfect for the weather. Good call, Elf Barista. I am happy to please. It is time for an ad break. I almost forgot it. I will see you in a couple of minutes. Enjoy your tea.
Okay, here we go. Hello, Sir Obserol. Hope you're doing well. Welcome. Thank you for dropping by. Food's in the oven. Awesome. Let me know how it turns out. Oh wait, I wanted to check the link. This is the one that takes 7 hours? My god. It looks delicious. Hope you all had a good week. Oh yes. Sure, mine was fine. Nothing special happened. Hope you had a good week too. I'm happy to please.
If that's the case, let me join your patrol, pups. Because I'm not scared of ghosts.
What? Okay, Lucas.
Real beings scare me more.
Truth. Also based. Wait a sec, kid. What do you mean by ghosts, eh? Jumping the gun a little here, ain't ya?
I don't know, pups. Maybe it's even something crazier than that.
This is a really serious problem, kid. Don't joke around like that.
Sorry.
Yeah, it's basically cabbage with onions, spices and bacon. Filled to the top with cream, so it cooks a long time until it becomes melty and delicious. Wow. That sounds awesome. Totally didn't hide behind Georgie last time when it got a little scary. Actually, Georgie was the one hiding behind Lucas. Because Rihanna was sitting here, Georgie was sitting here, and Lucas was sitting here. And when she had her fit and the lights went out, it's behind Lucas because he was sitting closer. Interesting. You know something? No, not me. But she might.
Right, the tree, wasn't it?
Oh yeah. What about it, miss? It's your turn to finish your thought. I'm not sure if this can be of any use at all, but... Officer, are you aware of the story behind that tree? Huh? I recall what you said earlier. People often leave remembrances around it. What do you mean by that, miss? Phones. Well, it's because someone passed away there.
What?
Allow me to explain. I mentioned there was once a flea market on that street, correct? Right. They called it the Fairy Market. It was unofficially set up by the transients of the community. Transients being the government term for unregistered citizens, including all the other uncategorizable beings at the time. Fairies were a part of that. Really? Like Freya? I think Freya is a fairy. Huh. I remember learning about it. After the war, the government made its first official attempt to sort things out. Organizing equitable classifications was thought as one of the first steps towards civil peace, but it was oversimplified, inefficient, and not speedy enough.
Was that all before the Vindication Act?
Way before that. Many who couldn't register were basically in administrative limbo.
What? That's as good as, not existing at all. Oh. Because you don't exist without paperwork.
Really, that's horrible. It was the main reason why the fairy market was created in the first place. To ensure transients' survival throughout the changing times. In more ways than one. The market had no real schedule, therefore, just like this stream. Sorry. The start of Fairy Week would be marked by flowers strewn along the intersection. Sometimes it was on Saturday, sometimes it was on Sunday. You could never tell. Just so people would notice and come and take a look.
Sounds like kinda too lucky, no?
Because it was illegal, silly.
Oh!
And that was exactly the problem. The market ran day and night, its format unchanging. At the same time, the economy was slowly reshaping this landscape. People started to spend more, becoming reckless, while the laws were still shaky at best. Then a tragic incident occurred one night. A drunk driver was speeding and went off course, striking a vendor there. And the only evidence left of the crime was that tree, standing where there was no tree before. Wow!
Wait a second, what? Why did I never hear about that?
How long ago was this? The accident occurred in 1959. But the market itself was forcefully disbanded in 1961.
Happened before I...
No, wait. Shut up, Luke. Happened before I was born, huh? Yeah, I remember everything now. It was actually quite an infamous case, wasn't it? But due to the nature of the beings involved, most people couldn't help but, well, forget. We're talking about the late 50s to early 60s here. Post-war media was still quite scarce. And I remember the drunk driver was also the son of a very wealthy individual.
Oh.
Correct. But that wasn't exactly the part that made the case so infamous. It was due to the fact that no body was ever found at the crash site. My god. So, was the vendor like a dryad? They turned into a tree? As well as the vendor being a transient with no legal ID or paper trail. As a result, the court had no choice but to dismiss the case. But there was a body, wasn't it? Just not the one people might expect.
You mean the tree?
Right. When semi-spiritual beings like us pass on from the physical world, some may leave specific landmarkers behind. Not all can do that, though. And banshees don't do that.
You don't?
No, we simply disappear. That's not what I experience on Phasmophobia. You still hang around, singing, making spooky sounds. Not judging here. So, if I'm getting this right, the tree couldn't be used as evidence because it wasn't classified as remains yet. The witnesses were in the same boat. No paper trail. So the driver's lawyer took advantage of those loopholes. And that's messed up.
Beyond messed up, Pops. Whoa, I'm boiling.
I'll take a further look into this more, miss. But I have a question for you. Yes? You think the vandalism has anything to do with the tree removal? I don't know. I suppose it might depend on when the acts of vandalism began. Yeah, that makes sense. Well, I better get going then. It's almost time for my shift. Okay, officers.
Break a leg, Pops!
I'd rather not. Stay safe. Will do. I'll keep you all posted. Bye. I better go as well. Got an early shift tomorrow. There's one thing I want to confirm though, if you don't mind, miss. Yes? It's about the fairies passing and how everyone ends up forgetting about them afterwards. I really thought it was just a myth. I guess not. Unfortunately, that is why there used to be memorabilia around that tree. They were efforts by those who remembered to preserve the memory. But it wasn't enough, was it? Else we'd still have the tree. It really makes me question my memory. Are there any people I might have forgotten? Were there events that I missed? It's quite scary to think about. For beings like us, being forgotten is inevitable. So no need to feel bad about it. Is that so? Oh, I didn't catch your name, by the way. I'm Gala.
Oh, I'm Lucas. Nice to meet you, sir.
Well then, nice meeting you. Good luck with your future auditions, Miss Ryota. Thank you.
See you around.
Bye, Elf Barista. Take care. Now to the two of you.
You okay? It's getting real late. Still want to talk, but if you're tired, let me know. Have you eaten? Do you want something to eat?
We don't sell food here. You just served churros.
You don't? No wonder your place is always empty.
Well,
just kidding, Elf Barista. Don't hate me, please. I need everyone's affection. I'm a streamer. Influencer, whatever. Something. Well, do you want another drink, maybe?
I wouldn't mind one. Ooh, a double ordering, yay! We don't get any extra money for it, but it's cool.
Nice! What do you feel like having?
Something without milk, with a fresh feeling and some brightness to it. Butterfly bee. I'm also quite partial to the blue tea.
Oh!
Do you want an Aqua's Tranquility?
Okay, I'll order something for you. May I? May I? Can I?
Sure.
Elf Barista, could you try this mix? I saw this pretty drink in a video and it looked perfect for our lady.
Yep, what is it? Let the flirting begin. Way to call out streamers. He's the one concerned about dwindling viewers. He said so before.
It had blue pea as a base, a lot of mint, and a splash of lemon.
Thank you, because I don't think I have more tries. A lot of mint and a splash of lemon. Galaxy Minty. I want that too. I need all of these drinks. Here you go, miss. From the man sitting right beside you.
That's me.
It looks nice, very pretty. I like it, thank you.
I'm glad you do.
And wow, Elf Barista, it looks exactly like what I envisioned.
You're a G.
I'm happy you both enjoyed it.
But man, that whole case earlier though. It was a lot to take in. Also about the whole forgetting thing. It really gave me chills.
Why?
Don't you feel scared of just disappearing in the end?
Of course, he's scared about being forgotten. Ah.
Because I do. That's why I thought I finally understood you too. I mean, the reason why you wanted to become a soprano your way. The traditional way.
Oh? Care to compare notes? Because I've yet to be entirely certain about that myself.
Oh, Now that's what you call huge pressure. Before that though, can I ask a little teeny tiny question?
Go ahead.
What inspired you to go down this path? Becoming an Uber driver?
No, he's talking about her wanting to be a soprano.
I mean, I may have an idea on why you're choosing the hard way, but why a soprano in the first place?
Because it's been done before.
Pardon?
Because there was already a Banshee who did it before, so I know it's not impossible.
Whoa, for real?
Her part was that of a sorbet aria, and she was not very well known. What is a sorbet aria? What is a sorbet aria? Oh, I mean, she was a secondary character. She was not a prima donna. Back in early 19th century opera, sorbet arias would be sung towards the end of the second act, usually before the evening ended. Hawkers would use the time to offer their wares for the last time to the patrons, often desserts. Hence sorbet aria. Oh, I see. Damn it. This is spooky. Oh, I see.
Like background singing at the end of a show or something?
Yes. Things are different nowadays because people are expected to listen to the end. The first time I heard her voice was on an old recording of a comedy opera. I was still very young back then. She was playing a confused maid role at the very end of the opera, wondering why and how people could act so crazy when in love. But despite her confusion, she thought she wasn't so old that she couldn't find out the reason herself. It was a funny epilogue to the opera. But hearing a Banshee sing such a playful and light-hearted piece, it was truly an eye-opener for me.
Oh man, I bet it was.
Sadly, I couldn't find any of her other works, but it always stuck with me nonetheless. So I left my commune and started trying on my own. That's really cool and brave of you to do so.
I agree.
I have never talked about this before. It's a bit embarrassing.
No, don't be embarrassed. I think it's super cool. You're just feeling inspired to push yourself beyond what's expected of you. And wishing to leave a mark on this world.
Is that what you think?
Uh-huh. We're just trying to follow a path that has been traveled before.
How did you decide to become an influencer?
That's not always a bad thing, especially for beings like us.
You're just being careful, yet courageous.
Right, because the path you're choosing to walk on is still difficult.
Exofoobs in Discord, yay! Awesome, thank you. Gonna post the link again. And I will see it during the break.
Regarding leaving your mark, I don't know. I just feel maybe you're the same as me. Like, what's the point of being born if nobody is going to remember us?
I don't know. It's okay to be forgotten.
Right, Alfarista?
No comment.
Oh.
Why do you want to be remembered so much? I mean, it's not gonna matter to you anyway.
Why would you?
Us Banshees see the end differently than most. So, care to enlighten me?
I can't speak for anyone else, but in my case, I was a kid who grew up in a large family, you see. Like, humongously large. Literally couldn't count all my siblings, even if I wanted to.
Jesus.
But they're everywhere, thanks to my dad.
Oh.
We weren't wealthy enough, not even close. The money situation was always suffocating us, for real. But sometimes Dad would drop by to give us some money, though it wasn't even enough to cover utilities for more than a couple of months.
Not enough fingers. Not even toes, because they have hooves.
Then he'd just leave again a couple of days later to get milk.
Are you the eldest?
Nope. But my older bros had already moved out by the time I hit high school. I was so surprised when my dad gave me the house after he died.
Oh.
Which is where my mom and siblings live now.
I'm sorry to hear about your father.
No, it's fine. I mean, yeah, it was weird to receive the news of his death from an attorney.
So you were not close or anything?
Knowing he passed away by himself. And how it took them a week to find out. My God!
Wow. So, yeah, sure. You can have like 50 kids and still die alone.
Absolutely.
Oh.
Natural causes, by the way, so... I mean, how did he check out with absolutely no one knowing? Where were my other siblings? What happened to his ladies? It was just so crazy to me. And I guess it just kind of haunted me.
Haunted how?
My life growing up was filled with disappointment over him, you know? I mean it in the best way possible.
Disappointed in the best way. Okay.
My disappointment actually drove me to work hard for my family. I just vilified him in my mind, like shaking my mental fist at him.
Is there a good way to be disappointed by someone? I can't think of anything. Like, disappointed but not surprised? Still disappointed. How? Lucas?
Gonna do so much better than you, sir!
And all that. I see.
But then I received the news that he left me the house. Like, I know he had no money. That house is probably one of the only assets he had left. So when he gave me the house in his will, all I could think about was what went through his mind exactly.
Probably Lucas was the most reliable one of his brothers and sisters, which says a lot about his family. I mean, that guy seems to have been irresponsible, to say the least. So his kids probably were too. Not because of genetics, but because of his behavior. The only one his father could identify.
Who are my kids again? Oh, this one is on YouTube. I think is mine. Let's leave him the house.
The fact that he had a will at all, exactly, was probably already a surprise for you. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. What am I supposed to think of that?
It was random, dude. It was a random decision.
What am I supposed to think of him?
Don't think too much about it.
And does it even matter anymore? When he is already long gone. Anyway, so my older brothers came back, right? They wanted me to sell the house and divide the earnings.
Wanting a slice of the inheritance pie, huh? You didn't do that, right?
Heck no! That's why I left for LA. So if they really want me to sell the house, they have to chase after me.
Good call.
Thankfully, my younger siblings and I are pretty tight. We're a good team. I almost know all of their names by now.
That's a relief.
But that was also why I needed money fast. I needed to send money to help with my family's bills. And of course, so I could stay alive as well. That was why I ended up having to join the production house.
The production house?
Yeah, it was like a bunch of content creators getting together to make videos every day. I was young and naive too, you know?
I'm gonna talk about his contract.
Because it was my first time venturing to another state completely alone, after all.
So I didn't know better how predatory things could be in the world of YouTube.
Man, this isn't even gonna be an entertaining story.
If you're uncomfortable, you don't have to talk about it.
No, it's not that. I just
really didn't like that production house. Oh no. No, Lucas.
But I needed the money. Someone there saw my vlogs and invited me in. And as one of the youngest there, I tried to get along with everyone.
Mm-hmm.
But you see, we were all creators in the entertainment industry, right? Which means we all had huge egos. So naturally, there was somewhat of a hierarchy of sorts. Trying to be all-round helpful turned me into the butt of a joke all the time. That didn't discourage me all that much, by the way. I mean, I also learned a lot there, not gonna lie. NGL. Still. But what ended up destroying my willpower was actually something real close, you know? Myself.
What do you mean by that?
Well, in a house where everyone wants to be the main character, each of us would need a solid, distinct persona, yeah? Eventually I was assigned one too. which was supposed to be a good thing. But they wanted me to be the worst version of what I am, essentially. The prankster. With heavy emphasis on what? I had a lot of nicknames too, like... Hey, yeah, baby goat! What are you up to now, satyr boy? Here comes the party goatee! Mr. X's! You're gonna go fishing again tonight or what? Fishing? We had to go out and try to hit on people. No! Prankster and con artist. And we weren't allowed to come home unless we failed spectacularly or scored. Oh. I always tried to be the punchline though. Because there were always more views when something ended badly. Oh. But it was still the worst, because I really had to act it all out, you know? Bothering people for pretend dates, be sort of a dumb jerk just for jokes. Just so all looked fun for the camera. Even if scripted, I never really liked doing it, honestly. Because in the end, all of it just reminded myself of my dad. You know? And I kept thinking, does the apple never fall far away from the tree after all? So yeah, the whole thing just really sucked. You had it difficult. Yeah, well, long story short, being tokenized sucked. The end. No disagreement there. Sorry, I swear that wasn't what I wanted to talk to you about. It's fine. I actually learned a lot this evening. I just don't want to take up more of your time. So, can I just ask you a direct question? What would that be? Sure. Great. Would you be interested in guest starring in my new show? Yeah, he wants to make like a talent show. What? What's this gonna be about? I realized I was being dumb the day we first met. I kinda forced my thoughts on you and was just being a general smartass. I undermined your straightforward efforts because I was jealous of your solid resolve. Your grind capability, if you get my meaning. Since everything I did was anything but. But you succeeded eventually, didn't you? And you worked hard for it. Yet I almost ended up losing sight of why I'd been doing all of this in the first place. What kind of show? A talent show. He wants to support other artists and content creators by making his show into a talent show where others can present themselves. It's noble, really. But she had no idea about that. I went with the flow, made excuses a lot, all to justify the gain, but to what end? That's why I've been trying to put together a talent showcase for those who need extra exposure. It's going to be a small production thing. It'll be paid, I swear! And not with exposure either. Though it won't be much at first, because I don't have that much money ready to use at the moment, so... wait, this is a bit sudden, don't you think? No pressure, though! How does the show work? Well, I'm not 100% sure of the shape of it yet. I don't have a plan. Do I look like I have a plan? But ideally, it will have like an interview at first, and then I will record you singing. I'll bring all the gear. I will also be doing all the editing and stuff. It's gonna take a bit of time since I still have my main show to do. But I did start my vlogging journey on my own too. So I can bet you the result will still be quality. Your show will tank if I'm the first guest. You realize that, right? If it does, then it doesn't deserve to exist. Oh, it's so cute. I don't care about haters, but you do. That's why I won't push you. Dots, more dots. I'm flattered, but no thank you. Okay. Thanks for considering me, though. Thanks for giving it a thought. Looks like I have to go. Okay. It's nothing to do with what you said, okay? Just bad timing. Yes, I get it. Cool. I hope we can meet again like this. If you want to. Maybe. I'll take it. Thanks for your time too, Elf Barista. Sorry if I bored you, huh? No, truly, it was my pleasure. Cool. Okay, I really have to go. See you around. Safe trip? Alrighty, see you, Elf Barista. Oh man, he's heartbroken. Come again soon. Jill. Lucas, you're not so boring. No, he's actually very based. She shared her birthday. We're best friends. Lactose intolerant cup. And the brew pad. I think tonight was the most I have talked in the past 2 years. And I'm quite glad to hear that. Thank you, Elf Barista. For what? For being such a good host. I know I'm not the easiest being to get along with. It's always a pleasure to have you and everyone around. Then I'll be taking my leave. I feel like I have a lot to rethink. But I will see you again soon. And we'll be waiting, always. Safe trip, Miss Riona. And have a good night. Wow, that was a long night for sure. Phew, I think I'm done for the night. I hope everything will work out for everyone. At least I gave everyone the right drinks. Russian tea, despite the name, it's a totally American drink. Grass potion. Wednesday, September 27th, 2023. World Golem Culture Center grand opening to be held in Bhutan. Wow. Donor cell panel prototype ready for first test. Newcomer progressive elven metal band Avathor tops US music chart. Let's see. Wait. First social media.
It's his team.
Have you ever heard the story that wows so you try to go for your dreams because you're so inspired to do something or anything? Share your story.
I'm taking an easy day because self-care is important. Don't forget to take a good rest once in a while to everyone. Good advice, Rachel. Normal schedule.
Dinner with my team.
Oh god, what is that? They look nice. Pizza night with the boys. Let's see, all the ingredients are stocked up and the weather's keeping quiet. Kissy face, yellow thingy, yes. This guy. Very cute. Looks like a good night to listen to some stories. Who's it gonna be? Gala! Hi! And hide. Dot dot dot. Dot dot dot. Good evening, Mr. Hyde, Mr. Gala. Nice to see you too. How did it go at the hospital today? Well, it was fine, except I was a little exhausted. Goodness, are you having issues with the children again? No, that's not it. It's just... Well, for starters, my fury is keeping... Oh, look it up, look it up. Tea, milk, ginger. Your fury? Is it the full moon already? Nope, but I sometimes get pre-fury symptoms. PFS. He's PFSing. Pre-fury symptoms? Yeah, it's a common thing for werewolves. A few days before the full moon, our bodies start to prepare for fury. And that changes the way they react to pretty much everything. Symptoms vary depending on who you ask, but it can affect your muscles, our appetite, or our energy levels. It can give us headaches and a lot of other stuff. Beard becomes fuller, hunting cars. Small but annoying. It doesn't sound pleasant. No, to be honest, it's not great. For me, I've been feeling pretty sore and more tired than usual. Catching buses. He looks like he could catch a bus. And a bit crankier as well. Is there a drink that could help you with that? Go ahead. I never found one, but if anyone can come up with it, it's you, Elf Barista. What do you mean? Don't you mean Galahad? Since a Galahad can soothe your fury, maybe it would work pre-fury as well. Maybe, but I think it needs to be more relaxing. Maybe with another tea base? Like a Galahad, but with no caffeine. And maybe blue? Oh, hibiscus? No, wait. Blue pea? Milk, ginger. Galati or Galatia, as in Milky Way. Wait, give an item? No, there are no items. Here you go, a gala tea for you. Do you come up with these names on the spot, Elfbarista? I was thinking something along the lines of Galaxy too, yes. No, it takes a bit of soul searching to tailor it to the situation and so on. That also almost makes it sound like you know in advance what we're going to order. It's like you're a time traveler or something. Call it a sixth sense. Right, let's see how your sixth sense tastes. Wow, this is excellent. Exactly what I needed. Very happy to hear that. What's with the long looks here too? Did something happen? Actually, Elfbarista, guess I'll just come out with it. I need your help. My help? Come on, I wasn't that bad. What did you do? Nope, I was so tired today I nearly fell asleep on the job. Okay, what did you do? No help, exactly. Oh, but most importantly, it's not good for you. Moping around, sulking, refusing to look at solutions. I've never seen you like this, and I'm getting worried. Bean! Thank you for subscribing. Thank you very much. Hi, Bean. How are you doing? Are you having a good weekend? Welcome. There's nothing to worry about. You say that, but when you spend entire nights looking miserable, I would say I am. That's awesome to hear. No advice I come up with is good enough. And hide. I'm barely keeping it together as it is. You should know by now how I feel when fury is about to hit. I take it you two ended up chatting yesterday after all. Just chatting? You bet we did. After I walked out of here, I headed home and found this one lying on the sofa, staring at the ceiling. Looking so gloomy it sucked the color out of the room. And it's not the first time either. It's a constant these days. Please help me help him, Elfburst. I'm at my wit's end. I don't know, maybe he has feelings for you? The barista is a hopeless shipper. Mr. Hyde. Oh, fine. The truth is, I'm bored to death. Oh, and it's time for an ad break. Please enjoy the drinks. I'm gonna be... I will still be in chat, but stay hydrated, get some snacks, toilet break, you know, the good stuff. I will see you in a couple of minutes. Hello, Nick. I guess I would have candies, but not really a dessert. Oh, that's too bad. But candies might do. I haven't had candies in a while because something is wrong with my tummy, and whenever I eat sugar, everything acts up. So I've been going without dessert for a long while now. It sucks. I don't even like sugar that much, but you know, sometimes you need like chocolate bar to lift your spirits. And when I can't have that, it's like furious symptoms. To be fair, I tend to avoid too much sugar. Yep. I don't like sugar drinks either. But when you can't have it at all, it sucks. The truth is, I'm bored to death. Or I would be, if it wasn't for the whole immortality thing. I want a nice bowl of yogurt later, but I have to go shopping for that. Oh. I don't eat sweet yogurt either. I only eat plain yogurt. Yogurt and sweet doesn't taste right to me. I can eat puddings and such, but when it's yogurt, it's like too sour to be sweetened. Plain yogurt is very nice. I'm nearing 40 years old. I'm sure you're older than that. And I've never been this bored in my entire life. Interesting. You usually make it sound like you're much older. 40 years old in vampire years. Yeah, that's what I thought. I'm not saying how old that is in other species years. You don't have to. Sounds like a good thing, never bored in 40 years. I think it's more than 40, and yes, it's a good thing. Eyes on the prize, Elf Barista. Intervention first, gossip later. My apologies. Why are you so bored, Mr. Hyde? My job. Pardon? What was that? My job! Hey, no need to shout. Well, I'm also irritated about it, okay? I'm not exactly used to sitting around, twiddling my thumbs. But modeling stopped being fun ages ago. You did mention something like that last time. You are trying to leave modeling behind, then? Yeah. Is there a specific reason for that? It's all just so brief. Back when I started modeling, people thought of fashion in a different way. They wanted to keep their outfits for a while, so they had to be elegant, well-made, and versatile. Some campaigns that I featured in stayed on Billboard for months. And I knew the clothes would last decades. In a way, it felt like I was building a bond with their wearers. I endorsed something that would feature in their cherished memories. But then social media came, and it all became disposable. The clothes themselves, of course, but the models even more. I shoot a campaign, the brand posts it online, and it gets attention for what, 10 minutes? Then another campaign comes in, and everything's forgotten. Blink, and it's gone. There's no bond to be built there. Isn't that changing these days, though, with slow fashion and the like? That's true, and people are getting into vintage clothes, too. I salute that, but the reality of my job remains the same. What about your fans? You have so many people following you. You mentioned that last night, and my answer hasn't changed. They follow me because they think I'm pretty. Being admired is nice, but it doesn't constitute a bond. So, are you saying that you'd like to leave more of a mark? Maybe so. It would be nice if I did something that people remembered. That became a part of their lives in a real way. You don't know you have people in your life in a real way, like me. Witty? Woo-woo. People who always remember you. It's not the same thing. Maybe you should study to become a doctor or something. Would make a real difference. No, thank you. The job still needs to be fun. True. Studying for 10 years just to exhaust myself in 14-hour shifts. Did you mistake me for a hard-working vampire? Do you see what I'm dealing with, Elf Barista? It does seem to be a thorny issue. Perhaps you'd like to mull it over with a drink in hand, Mr. Hyde. Yeah, that sounds good. Just make me something I would like. Anything you've seen me enjoy recently or when we first met. Oh, fuck. You don't even have drinks in your name. When we first met, I don't remember. I have to rewatch the VODs. Do you have an idea how bad the mic quality is in there? Oh, this one! You like this one? Zobo, Hibiscus, Ginger. Advice doesn't come for free. No help unless you pay. Hibiscus, Ginger. There you go. Stirring cup. Here you go, Mr. Hyde. You seem to like this well enough. Nice, Elf Barista. And you lost your bet, Hyde. A bet? When Hyde was wallowing in self-pity yesterday, I told him many people cared about him, including you. And I bet you could remember what he liked, even if he gave you no instructions. Yes, good ending. So now I get to say that I was right. And Hyde gets to buy me dinner. Awesome. Glad to be of service. At a place of my choosing. Oh, going to pick that horrible steakhouse again, aren't you? Don't you like steaks, right? Rare steaks, maybe? You know it. Have you won other bets in the past, Mr. Gala? Let's see. You say it, Hyde. He's won every single one of the bets we've ever made. Don't tempt the poor veggie pirate. Alright, he's a vegan vampire. But still, would he think of a steakhouse as horrible? It's going to bring Gala out for a bite. Wow. Yeah, I'm this close to being able to buy a new TV with the money I'm saving on food. Just rub it in my face, why won't you? Ooh, who's there? Lua! Oh, hi everyone. Hey, Lua. Hi, Lua. Busy night, I see. Hi, Miss Lua. Busy and lively, just the way we like it. That's good. And I'm really glad you're here, Hyde. I need a device again. I wanted to apologize for the other night. I was so excited to see you, especially since it had been a while. But we ended up fighting with Baileys instead. You must be getting bored of our arguments. It's alright, kind of fun to watch. How are things with you two, by the way? Just let me order before I answer. So bad. If that's alright, Elf Barista? Of course, what would you like? I spent the whole day talking in meetings and presentations, so I have a bit of a sore throat. Anything you'd recommend for that? Definitely something with lemon and honey. Sounds great. I'd love a lemon and honey drink then, please. Favorite things? The fact that I've been blood sober for 10 years now. Currently a model, stock trader, entrepreneur, venture capitalist. Can't you go back to that? Hey guys, up! Are you drunk again, Lucas? Oh wait, blue plant. Lemon and honey drink. Lemon and honey drink. Hibiscus. Okay, let's find out. Oh my god. It still doesn't have a name. So maybe switch honey and lemon? Hibiscus. What did I have first? Honey, lemon. It's exactly the same. Okay then, blue pea, lemon, honey. Damn it. Damn it. Okay, Lua, sorry. Thought I was gonna get a fancier one. Here you go. Some honey to soothe, some lemon to boost recovery. Thanks, Dr. Elf Barista. Ah, this is truly lovely. Just what I needed. Okay, she's happy. But it didn't have a name. It's great to hear. My company is trying to get a big contract. So I've been organizing meetings with everyone. Making sure it's all going according to plan. You could have tried a non-tea drink. I mean milk, lemon and honey. Or coffee or chocolate. Chocolate with lemon? Oh my god. I will have to do an endless mode after I finish the story, so I can unlock all the drinks, try out all the combinations. Lemon with curdle milk. Apparently not here, because Elf Barista frothes the milk and also does something with the right temperature and stuff. That sounds pretty tough. Yeah, it's a lot of responsibilities and decision making. And part of me likes that, but part part of me feels the pressure of it. It's nice to be able to unwind with a warm cup. Anyhow, to answer your earlier question, Gala, you've probably gathered that Bai and I have been fighting. Yeah, and Hyde told me a little bit about it too. Right, well, we haven't discussed the wedding for the past couple of days, and honestly, it's done me a lot of good. The thing is, I know Bai means well. He suggests all these things that he thinks I'd like, and I should like them. He's paying attention, not just sending random ideas. I should be grateful that he's trying to please me, but I get annoyed instead. And then I start feeling guilty that I'm annoyed. Don't get married! It's a dumb idea. Just live your life. Which makes me even more annoyed. It's not great, I know. Well, it'd be easier if we always acted rationally. If we only got annoyed at the right people for the right reasons. But things aren't that simple, are they? That's true. Although I guess if you figured out what actually annoys you, it would help. It's a problem, I'm not sure. At first, I thought I was tired or worried. The decision-making at my job is taking a toll for sure. It's a bit hard for me to also deal with organizing things in my personal life. Also, the financial side of it is hard to navigate. I don't want Bay to spend too much money, but he's right that involving my family comes with strings attached. I'm not sure how to avoid that, though. But I'm realizing that might not even be the main issue. The more he sends me links to venues and caterers, the more it all feels wrong to me. It feels wrong. It's a wedding. No one in their right mind wants that. Organizing personal life. I don't mean the wedding itself. I want to get married to Bay. But the way we're planning it, I don't know. Been to my friends' weddings before. I've also been browsing the most popular weddings pictures online. They're always these big parties, very put together, very classy. They have their whole families over, their friends and colleagues. They rent those beautiful barns. Barns! And they hire live bands. They wear designer dresses and bespoke suits. I used to look at that and think, this is great, this is what I want. Now it all feels more and more off to me. Why don't you tell your fiancé that? All with the cows and all. A barn wedding. Yeehaw! What if he thinks I'm getting cold feet? Or that I'm questioning his ability to help with the budget? That's up to how you communicate it, isn't it? Right, but it's still a difficult topic. We've been through so much, you all know that. This is supposed to be our special day, a way to celebrate our partnership. Hey Bale, fight could be fun. Then just make a party. Just have a barn party. Bay wants to honor that. Bay. He will feel awful if he thinks I don't. Or if he thinks I don't trust him. I swear, you and your elf are well matched. You always worry so much about what others think. instead of working out your own wants and needs, you do realize that's what's important, right? I mean, generally, yes, I get that. But how does it apply here? What do you think it means to honor your partnership? Party in the giant hay bale. Yes. Celebrate your partnership with a giant hay bale. That is my dating advice. To celebrate this properly, for starters. Right. And who are you in that partnership with? I believe you've met him. The blonde guy with the puppy eyes. He's blonde? It's more like a light brown. And also, he has puppy eyes? Been doing dating so wrong. You need more hay in your life. Right, I'm glad you remember that, because you were making it sound like you were in a relationship with your friends who got married. And the strangers who put wedding pictures online. She's angry again. Are the horns glowing? No, not yet. But we're getting there. I already have hay fever. Isn't that enough hay? I'm sorry to hear that. Allergies suck. This is your relationship you're celebrating. Why are you so concerned with other people's weddings? Your special day needs to make sense to the two of you. Maybe then train us at a fast food joint, if that's what you like. Oh, that's... no. You are no, don't listen to this guy. That way you can take the budget out of the equation. Do you know how expensive McDonald's is? You are underestimating fast food joints. And also, it's not real food. You're not getting any food, but you're still paying. But it's not a good deal. A simpler wedding won't feel shabby if you make it feel properly yours. I don't think he was suggesting to buy the whole of McDonald's. Taco Bell. Other restaurants exist. Wendy's, Burger King, Taco Bell. I don't think that's gonna fly. Taco Bell. I'm sure you can come up with some sort of middle ground. Maybe so. In any case, you've given me food for thought. Junk food for thought. Thanks, Hyde. My pleasure. Amazing how you perk up when you give people advice, Hyde. You should make a career out of that. Maybe you should become a therapist. Lua's face. I wouldn't go that far. Gee, thanks for the vote of confidence. I did say I might become a couples counselor. But I agree with what you all implied. I don't think I'm quite tactful enough for that. Also, it's gotta be boring, right? It's not much different from being a doctor. Don't you have to study for that too? Or, yeah, that's therapist, maybe a couples counselor. It's not a real... You don't have to have a study as much as a doctor. Maybe party planner, yes. His speciality is barns and fast food weddings. Are you looking to change careers, Hyde? He's bored of modeling. Finds it too impermanent. Wants to leave a mark. Wants to have fun. What an idiot, right? Just a very, very cute, quick summary. All the Bale stuff. Hey Bale, Taco Bale, Bale eyes. Oh, I see. Well, is there any way you could make modeling fun again? I don't think so. Last time I had proper fun was maybe 20 years ago. What happened then? I was modeling a capsule collection for a young designer, and she wanted to take her own pictures. She got a studio, lugged the outfits there, found someone to do the makeup. Then she whipped out an old film camera, a proper relic. I hadn't seen one like it since the 60s. My granddad has an old black and silver camera with 2 lenses. Was it something like that? Yep, exactly like that. She said she preferred it because of the way it captured the light. And also because it was a slower experience. Something that would allow us to connect more. At first, I didn't think much of it. I started doing the usual, posing, switching, posing some more. But something felt different. Then I realized what it was. Most of the time, we were just talking. She only took a picture once in a few minutes, if that. Is that unusual? Yep, most fashion photographers take dozens of pictures in a row. I felt a bit sorry for her, to be honest. I thought she didn't know what she was doing and that she was wasting her money. But we had a great time and we got kind of friendly, I guess. Because at the end of it, she let me use up the remaining exposures. I fooled around, shot some random stuff and one portrait of her. Bale haze. I have a friend who recently bought an old camera. It was fun. The pictures he took when we went to Finland were so old school. Felt like old explorers. Wow. I've never really had a photo camera. I don't like photography that much. I usually make pictures. Or I take a snapshot on my phone. But I can see the appeal. If it feels like you're really exploring with your camera. Then she suggested I come with her to her dark room. Watch how she developed the pictures and how they came out. You did always have a fondness for dark places. Comes with the territory. But as for the pictures, well, they were gorgeous. First of all, I looked really like me, you know? A me I could recognize. But that's not what stuck with me the most. It's the care she put into processing each frame. Working each picture through the chemical baths. Hanging them, drying them. It was like watching a magic ritual. And her portrait. When she saw it, she got a bit emotional. Said she was used to being on the other side of the camera. And it was the first time she really liked the portrait someone took of her. I'm in a weird place these days. I digress. Since he usually was our photo guy and didn't plan on taking his numeric camera, I took mine and it was tons of fun to think about framing pictures, light and all. Yeah, I can imagine that. You would put more thought into that lighting and composition. It's not like me to tell these kind of tales. Or to launch into soppy monologues, really. Just forget it. No, I think it's a beautiful story. And it gives me an idea, I think, of another career for you. Please share, Lua. You would be doing both of us a solid. Go on then. Well, maybe it's because I've looked at so many of them recently. But apparently, film is making a big comeback for wedding pictures. It's what you said. It captures the light beautifully. And it's a more personal, slower approach. Maybe you could try that? Who? Me? No, the other vampire who's looking for a new line of work. And since he had a non-numeric one, he had to think a lot about the images we took. So talking with him through the process was interesting. Ah. He should become a bartender. Then he can talk with people. Hide a bartender. I don't think so. I think you've got the wrong guy here, Lua. I know I'm disgustingly sentimental these days, but I'm not that far gone. She's angry. I mean, he could try making films, like not wedding photography. That's gotta really be boring. But maybe filming, making movies. Not try imagining him attending to a group of corgis. Hello, accident. What can I get for you today? I think she was thinking film photography. Yeah. That could be interesting. I'm not that far gone. See, the problem is the wedding. Maybe he needs film as a standalone idea, not wedding photography. It's gotta put them off. Attending one wedding gives me cavities, let alone several per month. Oh well, forget about it then. No, don't forget about it all. You're gonna do that. It would be perfect for you. Come on, hide. I know you like to play strong and sarcastic, but you are sentimental. And you love to chat people up. It would solve all the bridesmaids' drama and offend the parents. But most importantly, you do something for these people that they'll never forget. Still not really right for Hyde. Gala, I know you're desperate, but this idea needs some more thought put into it. Offending the parents and stealing the bridesmaids. Where did all my bridesmaids go? This is a disaster. They will look at your pics their whole lives. Still, he's gonna outlive everyone that he witnesses getting married. If that's not leaving a mark, I don't know what is. Gala, calm down. You're assuming they don't get divorced. You could be a photographer at a divorce party. Those exist, you know. I don't know if this is the right topic for Miss Lua. It's alright. I know some marriages end in divorce, but it doesn't change anything, does it? Whether a marriage lasts for a few months or several decades, they're gonna be divorced their whole life, exactly. Marriage doesn't end, but a marriage ends at some point, but divorce is for your whole life. The wedding is still an unforgettable moment in someone's life. Unless it's in Vegas. That career in the mafia is really looking up. You're hopeless. I'm falling asleep on my chair now, so I'm gonna head back. Do whatever you want, you thick-skulled vampire. Just don't stay out too late, okay? I'm worried about you all the time. Yeah, alright. That's my cue as well. I have some thinking to do. And maybe some talking. Thanks again, Hyde, and good luck. I hope your next adventure is a good one. It will be. Good night, Lua. Good night, Elf Barista. See you later.
Good night, you too. Oh, Hyde. Here we go again. Last one's sitting. Indeed, proper night owls. You didn't say anything about that wedding photographer idea. It's ridiculous, right? It is. There are so much better things you can do. It's not for me to say, but I wouldn't call it ridiculous. I would! Sometimes I wish I had a choice in saying. Finger twitching, yes. It sounds like you enjoyed the whole film photography experience, but why weddings? And you do like being around people, don't you? I do sometimes, but I'm not a romantic. People get married, they think they're taking a first step into forever. Well, there's no such thing as forever. Everyone ends up disappointed in some way, even in a good way. And then next thing you know... I don't want to sound too depressing. ... So you don't believe in love? Of course I do, but only in a certain kind. You can choose to keep supporting someone, to enjoy their company. You can do that for years with friends, family, lovers. But at the end of the day, you're still you, a separate person. And they're still them. There's no two souls becoming one. Not really. Yeah. I would know. The one time I tried, it really didn't work out. Oh no, tragic backstory. But do you regret trying? No, I guess I don't. It confirmed for me that marriage and the like, it's never going to be my thing. And there's freedom in knowing that about myself. It's giving me space to build other relationships that work out much better. But at the same time, when I see people who truly believe it, people who walk into it, willing to share their lives so closely, even if for most of them it won't pan out, there's something beautiful there. Like watching a butterfly fly too close to a flame. Or a flower bloom like it never wilt. Well, in my case, I singed off my wings, but I'm still here. You have wings? Do you have like bat wings? Can we see them? And on that day, or that minute when I said we'd be together forever and meant it, I sure felt alive. Were you a vampire back then, or were you still human? The Vampire Diaries. If you know all that, then you must also know it is something worth celebrating.
And something worth helping other people celebrate. You're a tricksy one, elf barista. And I'm too tired to fight your logic. Which means it's time for me to head back. Of course, Mr. Hyde. And I meant to say I appreciate our one-to-one chats. I hope we can keep providing you with a comfortable space here. Oh, it's plenty comfortable for sure. Besides, well, all boils down to this, doesn't it? To coffee. Okay, new idea. Photographer of the moment couples break up. Catch that butterfly on fire. Guess where I am? Because sure as hell I don't know. Lucas is awesome. I hope he's okay. Ah, another one. Where is it? I don't get it. The way time passes for me is very different from anyone else I know. Thank goodness Gala is from a long-living species. But even then, he'll grow old before I do, eventually. The world will change 100 times. Technologies will die out, new technologies will come. I will feel again the way I feel now, in a century, maybe two. And Luan Gala won't be around to give me advice. The world won't wait for me. But you will, am I right, elf barista? Will I? I don't know. That is very perceptive of you, Mr. Hyde. Oh my god, that sounds strange. What are we? Are we a god? Are we a time traveler? Hey, you've grown to know me quite well. It's only fair that I know you a little in return. I suppose that's true. It's elf and a vampire? I mean, we're related to Neil. But why would we be immortal when Neil isn't? So anyway, I'm looking forward to that, to continuing our story. It's nice to know that no matter how much time passes, there's always going to be someone here rooting for me. Thank you for your trust, Mr. Hyde. We'll make sure it's not misplaced. I know you will. And on that note, I guess I'm going to go browse for some film cameras. What's the worst that can happen? Indeed, divorce photographer. It's a stable career choice. Ah, these notifications are making me crazy. Lucas, are you lost? Should I come pick you up? Take care of yourself, friend. And you as well. Is he lost? The world won't wait for you, Mr. Hyde, but some of us will. Roasted ginger with a touch of honey, perfect for rainy evenings. I want to make that. Thursday, September 28th, 2023. New image recognition tech confuses gnomes with dwarves. A review. Robots asked to give ultimate advice. Yeah, I see. ChatGPT has been busy. Elven burnout is real. Here's how to avoid it. Elven burnout. Yeah, I know all about that. Crazy. I was crazy once. They locked me in a room. A rubber room. A rubber room with rats. And the rats make me crazy. Crazy. I was crazy once. They locked me in a coffee house. A well-lit coffee house. A well-lit coffee house with tea. And tea makes me crazy. Bartenders are immortal. I learned so much about Toki today. Elven burnout, yes. I've been working too hard. Okay. A girl always has a secret.
Top of the morning to y'all. Hangover but feeling awesome.
Just spent almost 2 hours checking on the mobile games in the App Store. The amount of copycat games are just staggering. Genshin Impact 2.0. No delivery today, will resume tomorrow. Did you pick up Lucas? Wanna know more? Good evening. Yo! Officer, welcome. Hey, Elf Barista. How are you doing? Don't tell me you lost your lighter again. Officer? Oh! Sorry. My mind is kind of elsewhere right now. No worries. Work issues? What else? Oh, ears if you wanna chat. You're a pal. I'm in a real bind, Elf Barista. What happened? Well, never-ending workplace issues aside, things are getting weirder by the minute, and I'm feeling out of my depth. Are you talking about your recent patrols? Yeah. I've been analyzing the CCTV footage the last couple of days. Oh, I see. How did that go? Did the cameras manage to capture anything? Yes and no. Infrareds caught a couple of blurry things. They ran off, turned a corner, and then disappeared. Could have been anything, like rats or cats, but neither fits with what I heard on the scene. The footsteps, you know, the laughter. Come to think of it, it sounded more like giggles. Giggles? Can beasts giggle? Not at that size, no, huh? Even if they could, it doesn't explain the footsteps, really. I see. So, what's next? I have some ideas, but they're just wild theories at this point. In short, I am stumped. You know, Elf Barista, I've been racking my brain ever since Miss Riona dropped that bomb about the fairies, you see? Oh, what about them? As it turns out, fairies was an umbrella term for many types of beings. Anything that didn't fit the known physical rules at the time was to be referred to as such. Oh, Does that mean banshees were part of the fairy folk? Probably. Not anymore, though. It's an ongoing process, but the list is getting shorter. But back then, any sentient being that was even remotely incomprehensible was considered that. And that includes apparitions. Apparitions? Yes. Apparitions like... ghosts. 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 I see. What do you mean, I see? Doesn't this sound like a bad joke to you? I'm not sure I follow. But come on, ghosts don't exist. And do they? Because if they do, all I can think about is that damn tree now. Ah, right, the tree. Does that mean it's haunted? It could be. Fuck. Don't get how you can be so calm about this. Well, why wouldn't I be? I mean, there have been all sorts of customers here. Some of them are so out of this world, even. I couldn't begin to explain. Sometimes literally. You're right. I guess you're not the one who's being weird here. Don't say that. Everyone has their own peccadillos. True that. You don't mind telling me, though. May I ask the reason you're so afraid of ghosts? Gosh, no. That's a long story. Not something I'm ready to talk about anyway. That's understandable. All you need to know is my fear was never caused by actual ghosts. Oh. Suggestion is a very powerful thing, Elf Barista. But that's all I'm willing to share for now. Okay, thanks for sharing. You know, it's funny. My grandpa was very into this stuff. So he summoned something that is still following you. So is my daughter. The makeup artist. I knew it. I like my opposites. Very curious and fascinated by the unknown. Not that I'm not, mind you. It's just with my time as a cop and all, unknown variables usually mean trouble. What is he suggesting? I'm not sure. I see, that makes sense. They're the kind of people who could see things from nothing. And I mean that in the best way possible. Like, you know, the Zen rock garden thing from Japan? They understand the Zenness of it. I don't. But that doesn't stop me from thinking it's chill, you know? I think you almost got it. Yeah? But I'm sure he and my daughter could talk about it for hours. Too bad he passed away before she was born. I'm sorry to hear that. Don't be. It's better for my peace of mind. On that note, Elf Barista, you've seen my lighter, right? I'd say I'm pretty well acquainted with it now, yes. My bad. That thing was originally my grandpa's. So your lighter is haunted? What a plot twist. And right now we have to go into an ad break. Good timing, Georgie, for dropping that bomb. Okay, I will see you in a couple of minutes. Get something to drink, stretch, get a snack. See you in a bit. Okay, I'm back. That was Cat, by the way, playing Overwatch. I had to listen in for a bit. I finished my drink and my snacks already in Discord. Oh yeah, I saw it. It looks amazing. Very nice. It looks like almost like a whole meal and not a snack. Sounds a bit like hackerling. You mean cat? Yep, get it on. I mean, yeah, it was lunch. A lunch snack. Back to Georgie and his probably haunted lighter. He bought it. sometime after the war ended. It was to commemorate the upcoming new era, he said. In more ways than one. He got honorably discharged due to a severe leg injury he'd never be able to recover from. At that time, he was living right across the street from the former town hall. For obvious reasons, he couldn't walk far. So it was a good location for him, with all the veterans' support nearby and all. Right. Now about that street. You see, my grandpa liked to chat. Never liked being alone, that guy. Plus, he pretty much hated his bleak room. So sometimes he'd go and hang out with the street vendors in front of his place. There were all kinds of beings there, along with their pets, from all walks of life. That's why he had a lot of stories about the craziest things. I see. You see, the street's name just came to my mind last night. Can you take a guess what it is? You mean... Bourne Street. Uh-huh. It wasn't called that before. That's why the whole thing didn't click for me straight away. But I went through the files and it checks out. Does that mean the vendors he was talking about? Bingo. And you know what? He bought the lighter there. Dum 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 dum. Wow, what a coincidence. Are you sure it's only a coincidence? What do you mean? Come on. Ain't no way they're just coincidences, Elf Barista. The plot thickens. Yes. Everything is lining up too perfectly, if you ask me. Oh. Think about what's happened so far. It was my team that found out about the vandalism before they dumped the whole case on me. And my car was hit out of everyone's. Right. Then my luck started tanking because you lost the lighter or you left it here. It's a conspiracy. It's all coming together. The broken mug, the fan, the black cat. Just tons of weird stuff happening the past week alone, you see? Right. Then one thing led to another. My team was chosen to lead the investigation. And then tell me, who's in charge of the case? Moi. Then there's the Banshee lady, your patron, with some information I wouldn't have thought of. The dead tree stuff, the fairy market. Information I wouldn't have even remembered on my own. Right. And now we know why I kept on losing my lighter, right? Face. How are they not connected? Tell me. Well, if you list them all in order like that. I'm telling you, Elf Barista, that place is calling for me. The case is made for me. There's a hole in there made for me. But they really picked the wrong guy. I'm just real bad at dealing with spooks. They make me question everything I've ever known, you know. But I've always thought you were pretty good at handling ambiguity, officer. Not when it comes to supernatural stuff. Because we don't know enough about what's real and what's not. What will they do? Will they hurt us? Will they bring bad luck? Good luck? What's the truth? Who knows? Maybe you should take a day off and catch up on your sleep. Huh? Sleep? What's that? Nothing. You know, another patron of mine suggested a documentary to watch. Yeah? The focus was on interesting drinks from around the world. He didn't yet make the connection that everything leads back to the coffee shop. We're safe. He would never suspect us, right? You could find everything from the mundane to the extreme. from local comforts to really special stuff. And I kept thinking one particular drink might interest you. Oh! Is it something? It is something like a protection drink. It's made of coffee, honey, lemon, and a slew of other ingredients. Do we have to mix it? Wait when he finds out that the stray is the mastermind behind it all. Yes, what's up with the stray? Huh. So, coffee, honey, lemon. Isn't that what he usually drinks? Lucas, not now.
Do you know why the satyrs from France are more musical than the ones in America? Because they have French horns.
Fiona, could you find Lucas and punch him? Please. No! I have to double click it. So wait. No, not now. Too bad. Coffee. Honey, lemon. Ooh, we haven't drank that. Oh, mixed that. Very horny satyrs, these ones. Yes. Protection from what, though? From evil spirits and bad luck, I think. Maybe it will help ease your mind a bit. Ah, gotcha. But Elf Barista, even if the whole situation is haunted, there shouldn't be any evil spirits. Right? I wouldn't know. But I might need your lighter. What for? Well, the drink needs to be lit up. I just think your lighter might give it that extra magic boost it needs. Compared to just using a regular flame, I mean. Are you gonna to flambe it? Or... Heh, what are you gonna make me anyway? I trust you. Here. Not again! Bonk. Tasty. Coffee with extra lighter fluid. Okay, then make me this magical drinks you've learned, Elf Barista. Coffee, honey, lemon. Coffee, and lemon. And lighter fluid. It is flambéed. And there's definitely alcohol in it, or else it wouldn't burn. Queimada. Just some residual Camotrine, yes. Oh, wow. The drink does light up, huh? Yep, this is special just for you. So don't tell anybody. Maybe we're burning the coffee. Does coffee burn? Can you flambe coffee? Roger that. Here you go. Oof, careful. Dang, Elf Barista. This is really something else. Sure it's okay to drink? I have no idea. It's very reassuring. If you had enough oxygen, I'm sure it does. But I'll take responsibility if anything happens. Ah! I'm just being silly, aren't I? Sorry for bothering you with all of this stuff, Elf Barista. You even made this crazy drink to make me feel better. Don't say that. I'm always happy to help however I can. Thanks. Man, at least with crooks, you can actually deal directly with them, you know? Not the case with apparitions. Not with that attitude. Who is that? Who is that? I don't know that sleeve. It's gonna be... Is it someone, some regular with a new shirt? Not with that attitude. Huh? Hard-boiled advice. Achievement. Oh my god, who are you? You look like Castiel, but buff. And with yellow eyes instead of blue. Everything can be caught with a little elbow grease. Not actual elbow grease. I won't make that mistake again. McQueen? Agent, undercover agent. Is that you? Hello, Williams. It's been a while. Heh, it is you. The surprises just keep coming this week. Let me go over there. Who are you? I've never seen you before. You know each other? More or less. We were brunch buddies. Brunch buddies? Brunch buddies. I feel like I meant to say brunch buddies in that same serious tone. But I don't like to talk about it. I still get nightmares. I feel ya. I wasn't sure we were gonna make it out alive. We were truly the lucky ones. Without a doubt. I'll just take both of your words for it. Good, because I don't like to talk about it. So what brings you here, detective? Shortly, it's not the coffee. Why not? My coffee is amazing. Secret police reasons. I've not read the briefing yet. But enough about me. Tell me about your supernatural problems. Yeah? I need to bust a ghost. Is that supposed to be Cass? Because he is a kind of ghostbuster. Well, busting might be a bit much. I was just talking to Elf Barista about getting over my fear of that stuff. And ghosts. Something like that. I'm weak against ghostly looking stuff. I get freaked out easily. For example, I admit I got a little spooked by what happened on Bourne Street the other day. I remember that. I know very well that unchecked fear leads to prejudice. That's why it's a no-no in my book. It even pains me to admit that out loud. Sometimes the toughest case to crack is ourselves. That's deep. Other times, it's ghosts. How do you do it, detective? Your cases, man. I'd have probably lost all my hair by now if I were you. I try not to think about it that much. And when I do think about it, I think, who else will do it? Nobody, that's who. Yeah, that makes sense. You know, once you get over the dead part, they're just like you and me. Look, I remember this one case. We were investigating a haunted apartment. This lady, her husband, had recently passed away but wasn't moving on, if you get my drift. Real deadbeat. Couldn't take a hint. Anyway, we had to go in and exorcise the place, right? But my husband, he's caught wind and he's retreated into the basement. I won't get into the technicalities of it, but it's harder to get a ghost out of the basement or an attic. It's all about angles, really. I mean, I get it. Used to be his home. All his stuff is still there. It's hard, I get that. So I'm slowly going down the stairs to try and coax him out. Bam! Next minute all this romantic music is playing and the whole place is lit by a spotlight. Basic sensory illusions, classic ghost tricks. Then, before I know what hit me, I'm sitting at this pottery wheel and he's behind me. Wait. Isn't this the plot of the 1990 film Ghost? Oh. Maybe? We had a movie night at work and I dozed off before it started. The story must have slipped into my subconscious. Riveting! Oh my god! Who are you? Hey, detective? Hey, people I don't know? Did you get your important errand sorted? I sure did. Dooley, I can see crumbs stuck to your face. It's just the rain. It's very bready. You're even more beefy. There's filling all over your top. That's blood from a gunshot wound. It's healed up though. You're literally holding the receipt from the donut shop. That's why they pay you the big bucks, detective. You're so smart. Their faces are too similar. Yeah, they have the same eyes. So, what did I miss? We're talking about getting rid of Officer Williams's fear of ghosts. The proportions are really close to... Yeah, they're both super buff. Hey! Ghosts! Yeah, you're afraid of them, right, Dooley? No idea, never met one. They stopped a ghost riot. Ghosts aren't real. So you don't need to be scared of them. Easy. Might they be an apparition? There you go, I guess. Sorry, that wasn't much help. Nah, what you said, that they're just like us. That's a good thing to be reminded of. Exactly, they used to be alive, just like us. As long as they don't try to eat, possess, violently murder you, you should be fine. Very reassuring. Just talk to them. Feel their culture. Listen to their issues and spectral veils. Treat them like any other person. See what's on the inside.
Which should be easy since you can see through them.
I thought you didn't believe in ghosts. It's best to not overthink anything he says.
I certainly don't.
Ah, well, thanks for the advice. I think it'll help. Our pleasure. Now, Dooley, I think we should read that case briefing and find out why we're here.
I already did.
Oh? Turns out we were meant to arrest the person driving that taxi. What? Instead of taking it all the way to Seattle, yes. Why? The driver was chupacabra. is the wordplay again? Okay, let's get out of here, Dooley. Good luck, officer. Thanks, McQueen, a lot. You too, Officer Dooley.
Bye, Guy. Good luck with your red problem or whatever. Bye, Coffee Wizard.
Yeah, that's right, you haven't ordered anything. Take care. What the fuck were they? That was quite something. Well, what do you know, Elf Barista? Looks like my good luck is back. I'm feeling like $1,000,000 now. I'm very glad you do. Heh heh. Thanks anyway, Elf Barista. I really did nothing. Shut up, Georgie. I really did nothing much. Are you going to be okay? Okay enough to start thinking about what to do next. I'm done here for the night. You have a good evening, alright? Is no one else coming in? Koimada. This spell-laden, alcohol-imbued Galician drink is known to ward off evil spirits. Just look at it. Please keep me updated, officer, and stay safe. Will do! Alright then. Maybe I'll go check the stock and... He forgot the lighter again. No fucking way. Did he? Oh no, new customer. Miss Riona, welcome. Hello. How's the traffic out there? It's a mess. There's construction work taking place on Lenora Avenue. Oof. I can imagine the gridlock already. Fortunately, I have no deliveries to make today. That's great. I'm happy you're here. So, anything I can make you for you this evening? I'd like something for my throat. I would appreciate a cup of tea infused with some lemon and a touch of honey. Is that what Lua wanted? So plain tea, not hibiscus or butterfly, just plain tea with lemon and honey. Great. Midsummer Night's Dream. Ooh. Any items? Nope. Okay, served. A cup of warm Midsummer Night's Dream for you, miss. That's what we call it here. How whimsical. It's wonderful. Sweet but well balanced with the lemon, and the slight bitterness of the tea completes the taste. Thank you. You're so very welcome. By the way, you just missed Officer Georgie and some of his friends by a few seconds. Yeah, looks like what she wanted. Damn. Well, I didn't have enough tries to try with normal tea. Is that so? How is he? He's been thinking about what you said quite a bit, actually. Oh? He's currently dealing with plenty of clues he isn't used to. That's why he's hard at work at the moment. I see. Would you mind doing me a favor? Oh, what do you need? Would you give my contact information to him? We only connected via Bluetooth last time, so... Oh. An email address and phone number are written on it, belonging to Riona Shearing. Piece of blue card with an email address and phone number written on it. What I said a few days ago might have been a bit overwhelming. It is possible that I spoke more than was necessary. All because I couldn't help but feel a pang of bitterness, knowing what happened to the tree. That is entirely understandable, though. But it is not my intention to interfere with his work. As such, if he required any assistance, please do let me know. It is the least I could do, and I realized there would be plenty of difficulty obtaining information. Oh, I mean, because Officer Georgie is a human. He's like the only human who comes here. And we semi-physical beings have our own way of sharing information. As such, I understand what you mean. Okay. I just do not wish to incriminate anything or anyone. It's fine, I get it. I'm glad. Who is it? Didn't someone come in? I'd say you already helped him out in more ways than one. Sorry, did you say something? I was zoning out a little. No, nothing. I'll pass this to him. I'll pass this off to him. Okay, thank you. You're welcome. Bad traffic aside, how are you? To be honest, I've had a lot of my mind of late, and I don't know how to express it without sounding pathetic. You know, I'm all ears. That may actually be part of the problem, I am afraid.
Pardon?
You know, I've held conversations with more individuals over the past week than I have in the past few years. We are a giant ear being. It comes with a job. Is that a good or a bad thing? It's troubling. Oh, I'm sorry about that. We are all ears. I don't mean it necessarily in a negative way. It's just, I used to believe that I had a settled life objective. But I have been doubting it lately. How come? I finally heard back from Miss Rachel yesterday. Oh, any good news? No. Our fields are admittedly quite different, so I was not expecting much. However, she provided me with some contacts who may be of assistance. Even though they had no direct connections to the audience I'm trying to reach. I see. She explained clearly that why she thinks I should contact them, however, which I am thankful for. It's very thoughtful of her. So, what's the battle plan? And why are you doubting yourself? In essence, the advice is to slowly increase my network to make myself known. Oh. Sounds familiar, doesn't it? That's what Lucas suggested. You can probably guess my concern about it. I think so, but you could give me a refresher. Just so I don't misunderstand. I feel like that would be a shortcut, so to speak. Right. She did, however, remind me of an important and humbling fact. What would that be? Well, oh, but it's not guaranteed you'll get anything out of it, don't you think? Unless you're really sure that the so-called shortcut is 100% gonna work. Because you'll have to do many, way more than just making a few calls and waiting for callbacks, you know? I'd say that's a decent impression of her. Thank you. After that, she told me a story about her early career experiences, both the good and the bad. Getting noticed is truly only the beginning. Then it is either a matter of letting your talent speak for you, or you go out there to develop connections with the right people. Even then, there's still no guarantee of success. After listening to her explanation, I respect Miss Rachel's determination. I can certainly see how it worked out for her. But then I was left wondering whether Mr. Lucas meant something similar during our first meeting. Yeah, he basically suggested the same thing. You gotta sell your story. Right, I thought it all sounded familiar. Will you try her suggestion then? I don't know. Is it difficult? No more difficult than sending reels to every audition I've come across. And being rejected by every single one. But for some reason I feel conflicted about it. Speaking of Mr. Lucas, he and I have also continued our correspondence. Good to hear. Although perhaps it was more like a necessity. Did something happen? He was... he was stuck. Did he tweet about it or something? Yeah, he got lost and she picked him up, probably. He was stuck. Pardon? Actually, he posted about it on social media last night. Oh, I didn't see that. I'm gonna pretend I didn't listen to that. I might have seen it. Okay, it's not pretending. Did you? I came across it when I was updating my schedule and responded out of concern. Then he called me almost immediately. He was loud. All sounds in order. And extremely drunk. Oh, really? He denied it at first, but it was too obvious not to notice. He told me he was walking aimlessly, deep in thought, and entered Kerry Park without realizing he had done so. Must have been some deep thinking he was doing, because I think it rained pretty hard last night. Well, I wouldn't know. The bus to and from there is currently not operating after 10 p.m. Which is why I sent him a message informing him of that fact, as he seemed to be unaware of it. Right. So he called me to ask if there was any other mode of public transit nearby. Wouldn't it have been easier for him to just call a cab? He told me he wanted to know the city better. Oh God, Lucas. At midnight? Why not? After all, you operate your business after dark yourself. Touché. Perhaps he just didn't want to go home yet. And I might be mistaken here, but I thought he doesn't like drinking. Wasn't it partying? Nevertheless, I think last night was quite different. It appears he had dinner with his team, and he needed the extra courage in order to negotiate with them about his proposed new direction. Oh yeah, so he did propose his talent show to his team? Oh. I see. I suppose it didn't go as expected. Perhaps, and I know that feeling all too well. Miss. However, he said he will keep negotiating until they reach a compromise. That's good. Is it though? Miss Rachel told me about the hoops she had to jump through at the beginning of her career with her teammates as well. Likewise, Mr. Lucas had to work hard to obtain approval from his team for his actions. How can they still be so positive? What do you mean? I just cannot picture myself convincing others to give me a chance like that. I almost wanted to ask, why do we have to be at the mercy of others in order to succeed or fail? Wow, that's deep. Can't talent speak for itself? But if I truly believed that, with the number of rejections I have received so far, I should have stopped a long time ago, shouldn't I? Right, that's why it doesn't work that way. What do you mean? To let talent speak for itself, we would all have to have the same standards. That's true. I see what you mean. Art would cease to be art if it were standardized, wouldn't it? However, doesn't that imply that everything still depends on the whims of the individual judging you at that moment? How does someone like Miss Rachel or Mr. Lucas manage to be fine with that? Perhaps because they don't see it as the be-all and end-all? What do you mean? Rather than viewing them as judges with the authority to determine their fates, perhaps they simply see them as hills to either overcome or avoid, if that makes sense. Just a matter of perspective as to where the power lies. But it's not easy to climb those hills, especially if you've never done it before. And therefore, it's good to try and find out what works for you, or ask for guidance, or assistance even. Because one can possibly know every single way to overcome obstacles, or be able to safely recognize warning signs without first learning about them from others. Is that what you're trying to say? I see. Still. Miss Riona? Yes. Sorry, I got a bit lost in my thoughts. You're fine, I promise. But speaking of Mr. Lucas, what happened to him after the call? I picked it up and drove him home. Whoa. But I thought you were located in Bellevue. I am. But I still had unfinished business in the downtown area. Moreover, he suddenly began singing quite loudly nearing the end of our call. And let me tell you, he can also be a soprano. Which led me to conclude that it would be best for me to go and fetch him. I see. How was his singing, in your opinion? It wasn't too bad. If not for the fact that he was screaming most of the lyrics, that is... Welp. His hoodie was soaked when I arrived, so he had to take it off before getting into my car. Thankfully, the water did not completely soak through his shirt, so he remained relatively dry. However, I still had to lay down the seat covers as his fur got rather wet. Almost like a banshee. Hope he didn't get sick then. Aside from all that, was he okay? considering the situation you mentioned earlier, I mean... Well, he happily asked me to do karaoke with him, which I declined. Why? It sounded like it could have been fun. Probably for the best. No! Could have been entertaining though, yes. I ended up taking him for a drive though, as I needed to take care of my unfinished business. A late night delivery? No, I was buying a pie. At midnight? Yes. Why concerned? You may have a competitor? You don't deliver. You don't have pies in the shop. No, not at all. Maybe a little bit. Was it Neil's place? Is he selling pies? Oh, Elf Barista, you will be fine. I sort of want to know, just so I can inform Officer Georgie about it. Oh? Why? His daughter loves pies. When his car was vandalized, Officer Georgie had plans to buy pies for his family's get-together. But the reports took a while and the weather was bad. And by the time he was able to get a taxi, he thought everything was already closed. Ah, yeah. I see. But he takes pride in being a Seattleite, so I wonder if he knows about it already. Well, it is a very small kiosk, attached to a pub, very easy to miss. The spot is known as Disco Pie, and it serves fresh pies until 1 a.m. Interesting. Good to know. Thanks. The next game in the series, Disco Pie. Getting back to the story, though. You both went for pies, then? Yes, and that seems to fascinate him for some reason. Pies? We're gonna get pies in this hour. This is awesome. Miss Riona, you're so awesome. What did you each get? He ordered a slice of warm apple crumble, with a scoop of French vanilla ice cream on top, and a large cup of piping hot coffee with a little bit of milk. Aw, delicious. Ouch. Oh, he ordered coffee, not here. I feel betrayed, truly. I need to come up with a pie drink. Coffee and what's it? Coffee, apple, and vanilla ice cream. And a little bit of milk. Those are more than 3 ingredients. But it was my suggestion, since I thought you need to warm up. Double ouch. I apologize. I live. A little piece of advice, though. A glass of warm water might be better for the inebriated. Coffee is not the best at retaining fluids and thus preventing hangovers. Oh, that's really good information to know. This is why you are the best barista, Elf Barista. Thank you. Okay, my feelings are hurt slightly less now. And what did you get for yourself? I had a slice of Hibiscus blueberry mint pie. Wow. Sounds also awesome. And just so you know, I did not order anything to drink. Girl. You can drink stuff at other places. God. That's dumb. Drinks aside, what an interesting combination for a pie. How did you like it? I enjoyed it. You serve hibiscus here too, don't you? I'll remember to order it next time. Please do. That was hibiscus, blueberry, mint. Hibiscus and mint, but we don't have blueberry. And so we continued our conversation afterwards. It was when he told me he had not given up on his goal, despite the many disappointments with his team. We do have blue, but can we mix blue with hibiscus? Like hibiscus, butterfly, and mint? I don't think that's possible. You have one base. He also told me why he does not drive at all. Really, why? It is... On second thought, it may be better to hear the story directly from him another time. I apologize. No problem, I understand. We also discussed quite a few things we have in common. Really? What will those be? Yes, surprisingly. And before we knew it, it was already nearing 5 AM. It must have been a gripping conversation. I am not sure. However, his exhaustion seemed to finally catch up with him, so I drove him home. Weren't you tired as well? No. I should go now. Yes, seems like they have had a good surprise date. Or like, you know, I hope it doesn't become a habit. Because he loved it. He's like, I'm hungover, but I'm feeling awesome. So maybe he's gonna be like, if I get lost again, maybe she'll come and pick me up. It's not a good basis for a relationship. Or friendship, or whatever. Alright, will you be okay? I have a lot to think about. I'm having feelings for a himbo. I have to sort it out. Thank you for being patient with my concerns, Elf Barista. No problem at all. Anytime. Depends if he gets lost in interesting places. Maybe a good traveling relationship. Yeah, if she's a driver anyway. It could work out, yes. Have a good evening then, Elf Barista. Come back again soon. Plop. Yay! Also, the game is nowhere near ending, I guess. There's a lot to happen yet. Or maybe last third, I'd say. Yeah, I'm probably not gonna finish today. I should try next week. Maybe she buys a truck and he gets lost and she travels after him and he makes it up to her. But yeah, maybe I should wrap up for today. And because I think it's gonna be going for a few game days more. Let me see. Is Cat is still streaming? Maybe you can read her. Thanks for the stream. Thank you very, very much for hanging out and talking and chatting and following and subscribing and lurking, of course. I should think about starting one. Oh yeah, are you? You're not streaming yet, are you? But yeah, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed the game. And we can, if we have like 1 day left next week, I can start with a new game. I think that's gonna be paranormal. I've not streamed in a couple of weeks, but I really get back to it. Yay! Life has been busy. I know the feeling. Alfred, yes! Remember the Alfred message. Thank you for posting it, Capian Dragon. It's very helpful. So we're gonna raid Cat. He is still playing Overwatch, as far as I can see. And I will see you again next week. Drama potion! Final portion of the day. Enjoy it. Drama raid. Yes. Alright. Thank you. See you next week. Bye. Oh, you have to still wait for another minute for the cooldown, Alastor. Sorry. And I will see you in Limo's chats or Jess's chats, respectively. Or both. Who knows? It might work before the raid. Okay, see you then. Bye. Did the raid work? Not again. Damn it, the raid is not working. Okay then, I will post the link manually. Oh no, wait, it worked. Okay. Okay, see you, bye.